Takua!
Yeah, Jaller?
Takua! Takua!
Jaller, I'm here. What is it?
Takua! 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 Takua!
Jaller, stop! You're scaring me!
Hello and welcome back to the recap review. Today I'm going to be looking over Jaller and Gukko, set number 8594. The approximate amount of pieces is 172, and at time of release, price was approximately $20. So this is the first quote-unquote Titan set that we are going to be looking over for 2003, and well, it's not too terribly large. You see, we've gotten larger Titan sets before in 2002 with the Exotoa and Karakangarak, and even in 2001. But this goes back to the 2001 trend of having Rahi, the beasts of the Matoran universe. Now let's start off with the small stuff here. French fries over here. This is Jaller, and he has returned from his 2001 counterpart, which was also a Matoran. This time, he's grouped in with a Gukko, which, if you watch Mask of Light movie, you would later find out is named Ka, K-A. However, well, yeah, that's basically this one. So, Jaller is one of the 03 design Matoran, the upgraded version, meaning he has all the cons and pros. And the pros being extra posability, in the legs, the arms, a weapon to play Koli with, he also comes with one of these, and a gear function. Also, he carries his color scheme and actual Kanohi mask from his 2001 variant. And the cons include the gear function for the floppiness, the awkward look, and the lack of forward and backward motion in the arms. So, that's pretty much Jaller. Pros and cons, he's an 03 Matoran. So let's now put him over here and talk about the Gukko. Now, the Gukko, I'd just like to say, looks fantastic. Keep in mind, I am aware the wingtips should be like this. However, I don't want to do this and bend my katana pieces. So he's like this. So it looks fantastic. A lot like the movie if you have seen that prior to getting this set. So it looks really nice. Let's get into the pros and cons. Pros. Color scheme. Easily enough. It looks solid. It is a very consistent color scheme. It's consistent of grays and kind of that burnt orange that we got from Huki. And a very vibrant beak and kind of head and face. And a lot of silver, yes, but the silver is played out with numerous tones of gray. And it all flows very nicely. It has a lot of earthy, kind of, I would say birdish colors, aside from the fact that, yes, this is gray. And birds are, well, yeah, no, birds are gray. So, yeah, that works. Another pro would be its function. Now, it actually has two functions, not counting the wings. Now, fold these out. You have the wings here. Now there is a lever down here, and you hold it and you pull the lever, and the bird's wings will flap, and that is fantastic. They don't flap very far, very much, but they do flap, which is a nice feature, and I'm glad they added it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but for years I never knew what this was. Maybe it's like a third leg, just a leg. Maybe it was a kickstand. No. I think I figured the answer out. This is a handle. You hold it, pull trigger. So I think that's its use, and that's its other function I was talking about. So more pros, recolored parts, definitely. We got Kopaka's original sword in orange, and Liwanuva's katana in burnt orange. So that's always nice. Yeah, that's about it. I love its look. The look looks very nice. It's a definite pro. Looks like a bird. So yeah, overall, it looks fantastic and it functions fairly nicely. But let's get on to the cons. Now, right off the bat, I would have to say a con would be the open pins. Now, see, these pins, these 4 pins right here, I can understand because these are supposed to be for when you have 2 Matoran, and yes, you can fit 2 Matoran here, like to fit the movie. Take these two pinholes right here, and you have said Matoran sit on the pinholes, so that he or she can ride the Gukko. That's great. You can put a second Matoran right there too. That is fantastic. However, these are not the only open pins. There are open pins right there. And that is unfortunate. I don't understand. It could have covered it up, I'm sure. So, that is weird. And then there are open pins here as well. Now, I know what you're thinking probably. Why are these backwards? Because on the box art, these pieces right here are switched. Well, the instructions actually say do it like this, and I do personally prefer how the box art has it. However, this does make sense because this backs up against it. It doesn't, if you have it the other way, it doesn't really affect anything, but for demonstration purposes, I wanted to have it this way. So, that's probably another con. This really isn't part of the set, but inconsistency with box art and design. Another con would be the awkwardness of this thing. You see, I know it's supposed to be a lever and whatnot, but it's not very well explained. Another con would probably be how if you're not careful with the head, that would happen. Obviously, it's just a rock sheet torso, so you can just fit it right back in place. Another con would be the lack of a kickstand. Now, I have seen numerous people make kickstands for this Rahi, and they are great. However, in this set, the Gukko does not have a kickstand, leading you to just have to do that. Or what I did earlier, unfortunately enough. Another con would probably be the loose connection here. Now, you see, this wobbles a lot and acts like it will fall off. It doesn't, sure, but it's not very well attached, I don't think. It doesn't feel right. And another con would be the lever and the function and how it doesn't do a whole lot. Sure, it does something, which is fantastic, just not very much, which is a shame. And finally, the last con, with among what seem like many, the random bits of bright orange. These are only in a few places. The beak, which is understandable, the head, and right down here. I don't really understand it. It doesn't really detract, I guess. It's just really random. But overall, if you're looking for just a Rahi to correspond with the movie, then this is great. And, you know, you pick up Jaller along the way, which is very nice. So overall, that is Jaller and Gukko. Do I like the set? Absolutely. It does have a lot of cons and flaws, though. So I hope you have enjoyed this review, and thank you very much for watching. Join me next week when I will be going over to Kua and Puku. Thank you all for watching, and you will hear me then.